He's calling out her name?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, and
it's not the other way around?
No, and you know
when do you call a girl's name? Shannon, when do you call a girl's name, bro? My God. I just find it weird he's calling out the name of a girl. Personally, have you ever called the name of a girl?
No, man. I'm mean mugging.
Uncle Sammy, have you ever called your girl name out?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no.
Why you guys hated? Why you guys hated?
Oh man, because I feel like she's giving it to you.
Yeah. Oh God.
Or it should be the other way around. I think when you're on the rise, and you can see this very easily with everyone. You can even look at Andrew Tate as a current example. When you're on the rise and your influence starts to grow, they've given you the opportunity. But once you hit that peak of where I don't really need others, I'm so big. And Shannon's been big ever since the Cat Williams thing, right? He's been doing huge numbers. He's making millions per week. Week. Right?
Yeah.
Someone's looking to take you down a couple notches to bring you back to reality. Hey. Welcome to the Laugh Kings podcast. We are back. We have so much to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
I'm your co-host Jace. As usual, we got my main man to the right, the A-lister, the one leading an actor in a drama series.
Oh yeah.
Mr. JR.
What up, y'all? What up? What up?
We got the one who stacked the bills in the back. She is back. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is back. The sweet but sometimes salty Cash Money Linda.
Hello, everyone.
Woo, and we got the YYZ to DXB still sitting on the beaches.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Uncle Sammy.
Hey, what's up?
Folks, we're not here to play nice. We're here to night fires and have a good time, drink, shoot some shit. Let's cheers. Ooh. And before we start our podcast, we always like to give a big shout out to our favorite, the one and only
Shensia.
Keep doing what you're doing, girl. Big up, Mr. Ryan Clark. Folks, we're everywhere. We're on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Our handles is the Laugh Kings with a Z or a Z. For the audio heads, find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Box, search the Laugh Kings. And for anything and everything, check us out on direct.me/laughkings. Whoa.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It was.
That was a lot. So we got... Now, before we get started, because I know there's a bunch going on in the NFL world,
the
Shannon Sharpe world, late breaking, as we're recording this. Cash, where you been?
Hello.
Looking a little tan.
Yep. When MIA for a minute. So, guys, I just returned on my flight from Bahamas, the beautiful Nassau, Bahamas. It was an amazing trip. You should visit. Have you guys been to Bahamas before? Any one of you?
A long time ago, but
I have not.
10 plus, maybe 18 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
But I heard really new, good. 18 years is a lifetime, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of improvement. Wow. We also visited an island called Bimini.
Okay.
It's on the east side, I think, towards Miami.
Okay.
And it's a very beautiful island. I recommend anyone who wanted something different from Nassau, Bahamas to visit Bimini. It's beautiful.
What's so beautiful about it?
What's so beautiful about it is because it's somewhat, you can find private beaches there. And the population there is not as much as Nassau. And also, there's so many other things that you could do. You can rent a golf cart. You can drive around the island. You can do snorkeling. You can go to the beach. You can visit the beautiful Hilton. Big up the Hilton. It's so beautiful there. They have the infinity pool for the girlies who like to take their Instagram pics. Very beautiful. They have drinks there.
Not only girls like to take pics.
Oh, there's a lot of girlies in the pool at the Hilton.
You hear that, Uncle Sammy?
Nice girlies. So yeah, that trip to Bimini is a must. It should be on your bucket list. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, guys.
Okay. Let's put a full stop there. Bahamas, everyone says the Caribbean is very similar, right? You've been a lot of places in the Bahamas, in the Caribbean. You can't just say it's a beautiful place. What makes Bahamas the place you would choose over Jamaica, let's say, or Dominican Republic, or St. Kitts?
I think the reason why I would choose Bahamas and what stood out for Bahamas is their culture. Not just their culture, because as you said, the Caribbean, when you speak of Caribbean, you'll think everywhere, palm trees and beaches, blah, blah, blah. But it's modern.
Oh, okay.
If you're Canadian, US, everyone that lives abroad will want to go to Bahamas to stay because it's so, modern. So you'll find your Wendy's, your McDonald's. Not to say you can't find it in other Caribbean islands, but it's modern in a sense that it accommodates U.S. and Canadians and other countries. I think.
Do you think she's kind of playing it off? It sounds like I'm hearing very general things, and maybe it is. But did you catch Sting there? That's why it's your favorite place?
A lot of Americans travel to the Bahamas.
Oh my god!
Yes, I did.
You catch little Ting there.
Yes, a sugar daddy actually.
Bought you drinks and stuff.
He actually came up and he asked me if I'm single, and I told him no.
Ooh.
He said he was staring at me from a distance.
You should have said yes.
But you got free drinks though?
I didn't get free drinks, man.
Oh, okay.
That's your ticket for free drinks.
I have a question for you guys, though. Is it true that the Bahamas is known for money laundering?
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know the details of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
because I've heard that Panama. The crime rate in Nassau. Sorry, Sammy, are you saying something?
I said I would think more Panama.
Okay, why Panama?
I just hear more about like them putting money through Panama and different places. I don't really hear about the Bahamas too much.
Okay. Well, maybe if you guys didn't know, specifically Nassau, they have a high crime rate. But yet they have a lot of tourists going in there, for whatever reason. They have properties that you could look to invest. They're known for their beaches, their culture, their music, their food. Yeah, that's about it.
That's good.
I think Oprah has a house in Bahamas, somewhere in Bahamas. I think it's in Nassau, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Michael Jordan also has a property in Nassau as well.
I don't question that.
Yeah. Now I know where I want to go when I'm ready to retire. That's the place
Bahamas.
to be.
How's affordability? How about drinks?
It's expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have money when you're going to Bahamas. As I said again, it is catered for your U.S., Canadian, and they have a lot of U.S. folks from the U.S. that's visiting the Bahamas. That's because
it's pretty
close,
right?
Close, yeah. It's so close, but cost of living wise, it's very expensive.
Okay.
Cash, you mentioned something very interesting. You said it's very modern, but modern in my eyes means Americanized. And then you mentioned they got the McDonald's, the Wendy's. If I'm going in the Caribbean, I don't want to see that. I want to be amongst the local culture. I want to be immersed, tasting the cuisine. I don't want to look out and I'm seeing Wendy's, McDonald's, Popeyes, and things that I could get back home.
Right.
I don't know. You guys feel the same?
Yeah, I feel the same.
Yep.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Unless
It's
there's
nice and all
KFC.
that, you know,
KFC.
okay, when in doubt, you could go to McDonald's. But at the same time, I'm kind of already see that at home. I don't know. Just me, but glad you had a good time, Cash.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
Hopefully they have some good pata cake.
Plenty.
oh boy.
In abundance.
Definitely a visit. Anyone, if you haven't been to Bahamas, definitely should go to Bahamas.
The origin of the Bahama Mama is the Bahamas.
Yes,
That's
and
a
I
good
did
drink.
had a couple of those.
Cool.
The original is the best.
And
Their cake. Their
Yes,
rum
yeah,
their rum
the rum cake, yeah.
Yep, their rum cake
Yeah.
was good. They're
That
known
thing
for
was-
their conchs.
That little small rum cake actually got me a little. Like, it has a lot of rum
Lightweight.
in it.
Yeah.
It has a lot
yeah,
of rum.
Yeah,
It's
delicious.
rich.
Good,
Yeah,
though.
they
It's
make sure.
good.
It's
Yeah.
very delicious.
That thing's sealed. You can order directly
Oh.
from their factory.
I
Yeah.
forgot to say. Well, I know Uncle Sammy, the Dubai Prince. You guys visit visit Dubai and the Atlantis.
Yeah.
They have one in NASA,
That was the original one.
Mm-hmm.
and I've done research on the one in Dubai. It's similar, but obviously Dubai is more. It's more extra there, but yeah, the Atlantis is definitely something should be on your bucket list as well. It's a very beautiful place to visit as well.
Man, bucket
Sweet.
list. Bucket.
Gotta check it out.
Bucket
Yeah.
list.
Gotta try the Bahama Mama. And I'm not talking about the drink. yeah.
Speaking of awkward,
Uh-oh.
should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah.
Now, you told me this just as we're preparing to pod today, so I'd like
Yeah.
you to just kind of fill us in on what's been happening.
All right. So, allegedly, right? Shannon Sharpe's Instagram Live turned on while allegedly he was making love to someone.
Okay.
We don't see anything.
You don't see no ass in the
We
air.
don't see nothing. We just see, like, I don't know if it's a wall, a desk, whatever. And we hear noises.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she was having the time of her life.
Is that fake? Okay, Shannon recently, he's been getting a lot of praise from people since the Skip stuff happened.
Yeah.
But ever since then, he's been on like a sharp rise, right? That's why I'm thinking, is someone trying to like put a couple notches down and bring him back down? Well, he had a couple episodes this week where we saw his ego, right? Getting upset at Ocho in front of their live studio audience.
Yeah.
That was kind of strange. About Ocho being late and stuff like that. That was probably more of a personal conversation.
Yeah.
And then him getting upset at his crew because the sound wasn't working as properly, or there was some extra feedback he was pretty upset as. Shan, you got to watch out, man. You got everyone on your back. Just like that, you can switch them out.
Really? So you think potentially someone's coming after him?
Yeah.
I think the opposite. I think this is all real. I think
Real?
I think with whatever was going on, I think by accident, who knows? I think the quick thing that a lot of people pull after the fact when things like this happen is I was hacked. Right?
Okay.
That's a scapegoat. But
why isn't he hacked like when he's washing the dishes or when he's just sitting down?
You know, who knows? Like, accidents happen. Totally get it, right? And obviously, he's got an image to protect.
Right.
And if you know a thing about with when you're partnered or employed by these big corporations, they're gonna look at things like that. Look what happened with Paul Pierce, right? I think.
But Paul Pierce was like, you know, that was with intent, right? He had a little too much to drink. He was having a good time.
Yeah.
This one, he wasn't aware,
right?
Or he was aware, or the girl with him put it on blast, right?
Could be.
Could be one of those. Go over there, do this, and do this from like the higher ups, right?
It's just tough, man.
Set him up.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think he just kind of slipped in the crack. Yeah, I think it was just a mistake. Honestly, I think it was an honest mistake.
Thank God though, we didn't see any butt cracks.
No. Oh God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I do not want to see Shannon's butt.
Nope.
Uncle Sammy, man, you think this one's real or fake?
I think it's real. He definitely slipped in the crack because definitely with the noises, somebody's crack was getting played with. But I think it's real. I think either he purposely, because someone put it on the live. If you watch the video, someone put the live on and then like put the phone down. So it's either I'm hacked. That's what everyone says. That's all bull. But so someone in that room, so either him or the girl. So it is possible that the girl had his phone and went on his Instagram live purposely and went live and then put the phone down without him knowing. So that's possible, I think. Or the only other person would be him. So I think it's one of the two. So he either knows and did it, or she did it behind his back. Either way, I want to know who the hell Michele is, because he said Michele in the during that thing, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
He's calling out her name?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, and
it's not the other way around?
No, and you know
when do you call a girl's name? Shannon, when do you call a girl's name, bro? Oh my God. Oh my God.
To each their own.
Yeah. You know the internet, they're fast. They already scanned through his Instagram followers. They already have a screenshot of her profile, her picture.
Is she hot?
Literally like seconds before we went on, I just seen it. I was like,
hot? What?
No, she's up there in age with Shannon.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
How old is he? Maybe pushing 50?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so
that's all right.
For his age group and his demographic, I think
it's all right.
That's perfect for him.
Oh, okay.
For us younger folks,
yeah, but older women, they're very attractive.
True. Yeah. Well, if you age like fine wine.
Yeah. I just find it weird he's calling out the name of a girl. Personally, have you ever called the name of a girl?
No, I'm mean mugging.
Uncle Sammy, have you ever called your girl name out?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no.
Why you guys hated?
Oh man, because I feel like she's giving it to you.
Yeah. Oh God.
Or it should be the other way around.
Well, he also just said it. Like, I don't know if he was like calling out the day. That's why I say like.
But how you saying it? How you saying it?
I'm not going against him for that. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't like going crazy. Like, I give the man a break.
Shay Shay. Damn.
Man.
That's funny.
But
I know how you're picturing it the worst possible way.
Yeah.
You know how my mind works.
Exactly. No, it's not like that. It's not like that.
I find that funny.
Damn.
I guess Nightcap's gonna be live tonight.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
I'm definitely gonna tune in. When does it start?
I
think 10, right?
10, yes.
Yeah. We gotta get on that.
That's crazy though.
What?
But you mentioned something interesting earlier too. You said how he kind of had a little freak out, crash out on his team that was working the audio or video. I believe it was the audio.
Audio, yeah.
Right? And then the kind of crash out he had on Ocho.
Yeah.
I want to pick your brain as to why you think someone's coming after him. Someone, or maybe it's a singular person, or it could be a group of people, a corporation. Who knows?
I don't know who.
Yeah.
Let me just put it that way. I don't know who. But I think when you're on the rise, and you can see this very easily with everyone. You can even look at Andrew Tate as a current example. when you're on the rise and your influence starts to grow, they've given you the opportunity. But once you hit that peak of where I don't really need others, I'm so big. And Shannon's been big ever since the Cat Williams thing, right? He's been doing huge numbers. He's making millions per week. Week, right?
Yeah.
Someone's looking to take you down a couple notches to bring you back to reality. Hey, you're not in control.
Yeah, that's true.
This could be a plant.
Yeah.
Bring him back down. But he's been freaking out, and I think the freakouts are probably him as a person. Because I can see him as a football player. You can see how even he goes back and forth with Skip and stuff like that. They get intense and stuff like that. So you can see that. I just think him kind of being more in the spotlight, he's probably going to have to figure out how to tone down some of his, let's say, imperfections.
Okay.
In a sense. Because he's a cool cat. I just think people are going to come after him more and more now. Because even though he's interviewing all of these great comedians, great actors, all this good stuff, he's getting all the A-listers, right? So you're going to be on there soon. They're only going to him, and they're not going, for example, to this person or that person. Yeah. They're coming to Shannon.
That's true.
Right? So you got to share the wealth.
Yeah. And see, I'm on the other side. I'm on the opposite side on this. I think with, obviously, as you mentioned, him being, a former NFL player, and he has the ego, right? Because obviously, you need
ego to get, any successful man needs an ego to get there.
But if you have the career to back it up, arguably he could be top 3 greatest tight ends of all time. Let's exclude Travis Kelce, who's, I don't know, depending on where you want to throw him in there once his career is said and done. Right? But for Sharpe's era, he was one of the best. And he still stands as one of the best tight ends of all time. So you have the ego. You also have the testosterone. He's a big dude. Pause. But
he's definitely taking TRT. At his age?
You think so?
At his age. I know he's worked in football and all that stuff. Yeah. Come on.
Really?
Come on, man. At that age, you're not going to tell me you have any muscle loss? Yeah.
And to me, it looked like he's gained.
Exactly.
The older he's gotten, he's gained more.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I think with him and now being in the content space, I just think he's a perfectionist. I think him kind of flipping out on his crew, I don't think it was with bad intentions. I think it was just he just wants to deliver good content.
It comes out the wrong way, though.
Yeah.
It comes out the wrong way. That happens all the time in the workplace, right? It's just time and place.
Right. And especially too, when you're used to delivering content and your stuff is doing numbers. What was it? The Marlon Wayans one is, I think, 24 hours, 1 million views. This is stuff that, he's doing better than The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Any major platform,
they're going to him first.
They're going to him.
They're not going to Breakfast Club.
No, that's crazy to think. So I think for him, he was just at that space where when you're consistently delivering top tier content, when it's not working out, it's almost, you kind of flip. It's like, what's going on?
Well, we'll see, because he'll have a cool off period. Yeah. Everyone has the high rise. They'll have a cool off period. We'll see how he takes it down. Maybe it's a good lesson learned.
But I also wonder if it's because, so I don't know if you guys see this, but I'm on X, so I read a lot of those Twitter stuff. I don't know if you guys follow Antonio Brown. He says some crazy things. But he's always been for months now. He's been going at Shannon Sharpe with gay jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my thought was that he did this on purpose because Antonio Brown has a large following, and those people also post comments to Shannon Sharpe making gay jokes as well. So I'm wondering, is he got tired of all these gay jokes? Did he purposely go live to try to, because Antonio Brown, after it went, he put was it a man's voice with him? Again.
That's why he called out a Michele, a girl's name. Maybe that was the intent.
That's what I'm saying, right? I started to think, is this the intent? And maybe because I see Antonio Brown make these jokes all the time. If there's if there's a banana or something, he'll be like, "Oh, Shannon Sharpe's favorite fruit." Like every every little thing is like the Shannon Sharpe joke. So I don't know. I think there's partially maybe that's another thing. Who knows? We might never know, but it's hilarious.
Do you remember 50 Cent was coming at Shannon for a bit about the gay stuff too?
Yeah.
And that stopped because Shannon said, "I'm not going there with 50," and I guess maybe they had some agreement in the background there.
Could be.
But that's possible.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing in my book, I have a good gaydar. Shannon ain't gay.
No.
He is not gay.
No way.
I love his and Ocho's chat when they talk about just like relationships in general, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that sits with me, which is very funny, every guy can attest to this. Women complain about not having you last long in bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he said, and I agree with this, I'll give you the best 3 minutes of your life. Think about it. When you go on a roller coaster, how long does a roller coaster last?
It's like a couple minutes? Not
2
even.
minutes max, right?
Yeah.
You line up for like an hour to get on the roller coaster.
Yeah.
And the best 2 minutes of your life is on that roller coaster. I'm going to give you 3.
That's fair.
But there's people that go back in line. They go to people that
That's true.
Up, so,
That's true. So
you got to think of those people.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, sticking with Shannon Sharpe.
All right.
What did you guys think about his crash out on Ocho Cinco? So to provide a little context, Ocho landed at the airport. He was supposed to get a ride from the airport to a hotel.
Right.
I can't remember the destination. However, the Uber, I think it was Uber.
Ocho definitely takes Uber.
Took an Uber. The driver locked his keys in the car, so he was stranded at the airport. Eventually, was it AAA came, unlocked the door, and then he finally got a ride to the hotel. So Shannon's point of view and why he was upset was, why are you taking Uber when you could have a car service, reliable, that's obviously going to be paid for, take you to where you need to be?
Now, I'm gonna be Ocho in this set.
Okay.
I like Ocho.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
He is very frugal, and he's said that many times. He will not fly first class.
Yeah.
He's good enough with flying in coach.
Yeah.
He's good enough with wearing fake jewelry. Everything he wears is fake. He wears fake Gucci, fake Prada glasses, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He is in no shame saving money. So he's even said before that it was with the Uber thing.
Okay.
He was saying that he uses Uber to save money, basically. Why do I need a special car when Uber can do the same thing?
Yeah.
Uber can go and stop at McDonald's, go through the drive-thru, grab him his Mickey D's, go back to the hotel, chill out. But I think what the thing was with this, it wasn't the first time he was late.
Yes, correct.
Right.
And when you have a track record like that, your counterpart, your employer, your whoever business partner, they're not going to take that lightly.
And Shannon said you don't respect my time.
Exactly.
And that's what it came down to.
Yeah.
Right? So
100%.
I mean, I have a pet peeve of time management. I like Ocho as a personality, but I don't know if he was late all the time, how it would feel.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and it's true. And also too, I think for Ocho, I think this with the nightcap, I think this is his coming out party.
He's now on First Take. He's gonna be in the Inside 100%. NFL show with Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
Big up Ryan Clark.
I could see him in the future either being in the broadcast booth
or
sideline reporter. I think just his personality, that'll be cool, chopping it up with the players, coaches quickly.
Now stay with me now.
Stay with me now. Yeah, exactly. But it's just his raw, just authentic self, and that's who he was as a player, right? Just being quirky, raw, authentic. But again, if there are potential organizations, corporations out there that might want to do business with you, and they're hearing now what Shannon's saying, they might think twice now. You know what I mean? Because everything you do online and the content you put out is in some shape or form an audition in some way.
Yeah, that's
right. True. So, but yeah, Sammy, what are your thoughts on that? You think Shannon was out of line, or was it perfect timing on calling him out on that?
You there, Sammy?
I'm having connection issues here. I'm saying reconnecting. Sorry.
That's okay.
No worries. I'll just start back. Yeah. So Sammy, just quickly for you there. Do you think Shannon Sharpe was out of line for calling out Ocho Cinco on air, or do you think that was perfect timing?
It depends. I think if it's a continuous process of him being late, then I think it's fair, because there has to be a point where you're like, okay, you are not respecting my time. But if it's not all the time and it's like one time, that's the like first time he became late or he hasn't been talked to about it, then I don't know if you need to really call him out, especially in front of everybody too, right? Like, is that something you could have done off air and say,
it should have been off air.
True.
It should have been off air. You don't call someone out, especially if they're your buddy.
Yeah.
And you're in this together. Come on. That's off air.
Yeah. But I don't think it was that bad though. At the same time.
He did it in a, not in a joking way, but he did it like in a bantering way.
Right.
But you knew, knowing Shannon's personality, he did it with intent.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of NFL.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is Jay-Z doing to the NFL?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Uncle Sabby, what is Jay-Z doing to the NFL?
You know what? I think they need to stop letting Jay-Z figure out this halftime show now, because obviously there's a select few people that would want to watch a Kendrick Lamar concert. I don't think it's the majority of NFL fans. You know what I mean? There's so many NFL. Think of where these football players are from. First off, they're from like down south. They're like Texas, Alabama. Like, these are down south places. There's some people who want to see country music. There's some people who want to see different genres as well. Kendrick Lamar draws a very small audience. Maybe he's bigger. Maybe he's not mainstream, whatever. But I think there's a lot of people that's going to be thoroughly, thoroughly disappointed with this halftime show with Kendrick Lamar.
I'm not going to watch it. Like,
wow.
I don't have... I know it's going to suck.
Yeah.
I don't have any reason to watch it, because I, like, early in the other pods, I told you I don't like him as a person.
Really?
I don't like his music.
Yeah.
I just, like, he has, two hits? 2 hits that could be potentially considered global. 2.
Okay.
Tell me what hit is considered like a global hit.
It's not a hip hop concert either. Like, you know what I mean? It's, like I said, football is very popular down in the South. You know, the southern states is where, like, it's the holy grail of football, right? Florida, example. And it's not only hip hop. I think you could actually do halftime shows of other genres that relate to your audience, as just not only hip hop. You know, when it did Eminem, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, those kind of things, I think when you go back nostalgic type of thing, then you draw a larger audience that do want to watch a halftime show. But if you're not going to it pop performance, like a Kendrick Lamar, I don't find as popular music, you know, like he has a group that will want to watch it, but it's not the majority. Like if Drake was performing, which I'm just throwing this out there, I think that he's gonna bring Drake out. I don't know if anyone else is saying this. I think he's gonna bring Drake out at the halftime show, and there's gonna be something like that. But unless that happens, I don't think people are gonna be happy with Kendrick Lamar. I think Jace and I were talking about rather seeing a Taylor Swift performance over Kendrick Lamar.
God,
but before he brings out Drake, he needs to bring out Lil Wayne. No, because that was completely missed.
No.
Yeah. Lil Wayne
in New Orleans
is New Orleans. But Lil Wayne is a bigger star than Kendrick. Lil Wayne is a legend. Lil Wayne has the catalog to actually carry a halftime show.
He does.
Yep.
But his performance are a little bit lackluster though. That's the only thing.
But this is what you get with Lil Wayne. You get a Nicki Minaj, you get a Drake, you get the Hot Boys, you get the Birdman, Manny Fresh. You get all that. You even got Master P and the No Limit Soldiers. I know you don't want to make this a hip hop halftime show, but that's what you get with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has also done some country mixes. Am I right, Uncle Sammy? If I believe.
I think he has, but it's not. You can have hip hop. I'm not saying don't have hip hop and only look at country, but I'm saying like at least someone they have to relate to something that's popular. I don't think Kendrick Lamar. He's popular for the Drake beef, right? But is that something that's gonna be? I think more like Lil Wayne has that catalog, so I think that sits well. If you think, okay, do I know this Lil Wayne song? People are gonna be like, okay, I at least know 3 or 4 of them, Whereas Kendrick Lamar, I'm gonna know one. That's how I feel.
Now, before you respond,
like
before you respond, because I know you're waiting.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of jumping on Jay-Z, right? Nicki Minaj, I don't know if you've seen this. A bunch of tweets, right?
Yeah.
One Jigga took a knee. I'm replacing Jigga with obviously.
Okay.
The other Jigga took a bag. Kind of agree with that? Right. Got everything in this world, still spiteful and evil. This is going back to people thinking, and probably Nicki's closer to this, thinking Jay-Z has something against Lil Wayne because of via Drake, right?
Right.
That beef there. But yeah, Nicki went crazy. She tweeted maybe 4 or 5, picking and choosing who reveals the truth. Y'all might be joking, but won't tell a lie. The whole industry playing dumb. But yeah, I think it's just Lil Wayne, what Lil Wayne has done for others. Wayne and Drake, I'm on tour, no paper sign. All my mixtapes, no paper sign. This man has literally changed the face of hip hop. Inspired so many talents. The great MC, considered one of the best to ever do it. Jay-Z playing. Go ahead, sir.
And that's totally fair. There's a generation and there's a collective amount of people that do say that Wayne is one of the greatest of all time, right? Don't get me wrong. However, I do think Kendrick is deserving of this.
Because of one song?
No.
That song sucks and been played out. He's been living on that song for the last half a year.
But here's the thing, though. For the past 10 years,
He's been living on one song.
No, but the big 3 has always been Drake, Cole, Kendrick. Drake goes the pop route.
That would have even been a better halftime show with them 3 named.
Nah. I still think he's deserving of it.
You really think Kendrick alone is a better halftime show than the big 3? So including Kendrick.
No, the big 3 for sure.
I think J. Cole's better to be a halftime show. He is more.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, man. Go. I'll let you finish your point.
I will say this, and maybe I got to put you guys on some Kendrick, but I will say that performance-wise, he's performed at the Grammys, where his performance was actually really good. I'm not even talking about vocal ability. I'm talking about the theatrics. I'm talking about the choreography centered around everything. I just don't. He's a very creative individual. Okay, and I will say that I just don't think Lil Wayne, for the past how many years? Let's even put his past 5 years. I don't think he's done anything to warrant.
How could you say that when one of the best halftime performances was Dr. Dre, was Snoop, was 50? They haven't done anything in the last probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
That's fair.
Snoop is worldwide. Yeah. Dre is worldwide. M is worldwide. 50's worldwide. No one knows Kendrick. I'm telling you, that's why we had this conversation.
Yeah.
Ask your mom if she knows who Kendrick is. She does not know one song.
I still think at the same time, though, I gotta be careful with this one. But Kendrick is deserving of it. And I don't think it's based off of what has gone on with the whole beef with Drake.
You really think? All right, finish.
And the reason why is, number one, we don't want to see a Taylor Swift show. We don't. And that would prove my point that the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift relationship was all for.
I think they purposely didn't pick Taylor Swift because of that. Because Taylor Swift, you may not agree with that, deserves to be the halftime performance.
True.
100%. It also brings a whole new demographic of fans to football, which she's already done.
But
right?
I think, and by the way, and the performers don't get paid from it, right? They don't get paid. In fact, a lot of them actually contribute their own money into stage production.
They get an allowance.
But in return, it's kind of like they get the push in album sales.
They're releasing an album.
Yeah, like what happened with the Usher, right? But also, too, I do think this whole rollout is working for Kendrick.
I think
he's performing the Grammys the week before. Probably an album's going to be coming right after.
It's going to be the worst album. Mark my words.
And who's better to help than Jay?
That's my problem.
I like it.
Everyone thinks Jay is so smart. I actually think he is dumb.
Oh,
it's like he's not.
I don't know.
Like you go into a board meeting. He's like, I'm gonna control the halftime shows for the next 10 years.
And I'm okay with it.
They're trying to push this Kendrick agenda too much. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the it. He does not have the it. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what you see in it, but he does not have the it. You think if he was dissing anyone else and created the same song, that song would have been a hit? Hell no. It's because it's Drake. And you know he will always be tied to Drake. And this is probably the height of his career. He will not go higher. What else can he do? He doesn't have the skill set. You know that.
No, he does. He
does not have the skill set.
He does.
He does not have the skill set.
100%. To me, Kendrick is a better artist than Drake. Yes, 100%. Lyrically?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Because
do you know Drake has beaten the Beatles in album sales? He owns all of the streaming records. He's beat Eminem last 3 years in a row.
And that's fine, but Drake will always have ghostwriters. So to me, I can't even look at him as hip hop.
Drake is so big, he needs ghostwriters to release all these music as of now. But you think when he started, you watched 100 gigs of data. You don't think he knows how to write?
He does, but
when you're in the machine, you got to get the help. That's why Kendrick takes a while. He writes his rhymes.
Yeah.
But he takes a long time. Drake understands when you're in your prime. You have to maximize that time.
That's true. But and by the way, I don't know if this is, we can't confirm or deny this, but Maul from the Rory and Maul podcast, on their recent episode, he said that apparently Drake has been offered a few times over the past couple years to perform at the Super Bowl, and Drake's turned it down.
Makes sense.
So
I don't know. Maul's always talking shit.
Yeah, he's.
But to talk about the ghostwriter thing, it's similar to what Jay says. All these I love R&B, right? All these R&B artists that sing these songs, they're not always writing the songs. They get it from writers, right? So some of them they do write, and then there's other ones that are not even written by them, and they're classic songs that that are major hits. So it's not that they can't write it. It's just that maybe the timing or something comes who someone wrote it, and they're not gonna be able to perform it the way somebody else can. So I can't completely hate on Drake for taking songs. It's just similar to like any artist. They sing other people's songs all the time.
And Drake's proven, right? He's proven. It's not like he's always been ghostwriting like Milli Vanilli or whatever.
True. Yeah.
He's proven. He's a proven writer, and that's the only way for people who write rhymes. They go to Drake. They're not going to Kendrick because they want the song to blow up. All right, what's your? So far, I haven't heard a compelling argument for Kendrick, other than he performed at the Grammys.
Okay,
and it was memorable.
Well, okay. I think some homework for you guys is check out some of his performances. All right. I honestly, I'm telling you, he will not disappoint. He will not.
You know who performs the best?
Who?
Busta Rhymes. He deserves a halftime show before Drake, before Kendrick. if you're going by performance alone, Busta Rhymes deserves a halftime show.
maybe Busta and Friends.
Busta and Friends.
Which
that wouldn't sell. I mean, that would
it wouldn't sell. But I'm trying to make an argument.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think that you guys will be pleasantly surprised. I'm telling you.
Y'all gonna have to show me clips after because I ain't tuning in.
Telling you, and it's
gonna be so boring.
We're speaking about this months in advance.
All right, what is he gonna come up to? The Panthers, Black Panthers.
He's got
team?
Element. He's got Humble.
What is Element?
He's got DNA.
Humble. Okay, I understand Humble. What is he gonna go? Dame Humble. Dame Bumble.
Tell you, but hey, those were number one hits before Drake.
Number one hits in the category of hip hop.
No, like not Billboard.
Not a top Billboard number one hit. No, man.
He's got I'm telling.
No, that's probably a top 10 hit.
I'm telling you.
That's probably a top 10 hit. With Taylor Swift and Drake always around.
Nah,
you ain't getting through those.
He's got it. Don't worry. And I gotta big up Jay for this, man. Thank you, Jay. I know you guys are disappointed, but let me run down. Since Rock Nation and Jay has taken over kind of curating the Super Bowl halftime performances, 2020 was J-Lo and Shakira.
Oh, now that.
So that's the point. That's a point for that.
I give him 3 points for that.
Okay.
That was a great halftime show.
And that was in Miami. So that made sense, right?
Jeez.
2021 was The Weeknd.
I forgot about that. I apologize, Jay. I didn't know that game.
Yeah.
I apologize.
2021 was The Weeknd. 2022 was Snoop and Dre.
Yeah.
2023 was Rihanna. 2024 was Usher.
All right.
So, I mean...
You can't win them all.
You can't.
You can't win them all. That's definitely not going to win in this one, though.
No, there is. Trust me. And also, too, like, let's take it a step back. We're finally seeing hip-hop, R&B being represented at the Super Bowl halftime show. When think about who we've gotten before, Katy Perry, Coldplay.
What's wrong with Katy Perry? What's wrong?
Visually,
Coldplay.
Okay, I know, but I just don't want to hear
Coldplay.
I don't want to hear.
So
Coldplay.
you're the guy who's gonna say that people like Oasis or Metallica.
Okay. Let me.
Are not.
My favorite song by Coldplay is "The Scientist." That song will forever make me cry. "Fix You" is also one of my favorite songs. I like the. When I was younger, I had a sad playlist. Okay. There were some Coldplay songs in there. But we're finally hearing hip hop.
We've been hearing hip hop, like you said, down that list for so long.
Yeah, but not.
It's time to switch it up.
But before that, it was.
Have we ever heard country?
Not in a while.
Boring.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We have not, and country is I think they make the most money in terms of the music industry.
Yeah.
And it goes hand in hand with football.
Yep.
You telling me you don't bring a Garth Brooks there?
I know
Brooks and Dunn.
I know it doesn't matter to the players, but I don't think country's the players' demographic.
Yeah, but
I know it's about the fan base.
No,
I know.
No,
okay,
so,
here's some of the song. Luke Combs.
Luke Combs
is a throwback and also a relevant artist today.
Luke Bryan.
But you guys are missing something. So if you look at the players and you actually go to they have hip hop. Don't get me wrong. But if you listen to, so I'll give you an example. DeAndre Hopkins. You could think DeAndre Hopkins listens to only hip hop music. DeAndre Hopkins is at every single country music concert. And he's not the only one. So, I'm talking Tennessee Titans here. Tavondre Sweat, the rookie that we drafted, the big 6 foot, 300 and something pound guy. Jelly Roll came out and he actually sang a song with Jelly Roll, and the whole team was singing the country music songs. It's not. Remember, these players, majority of them are not born in the East Coast. The West Coast. There is some West Coast and stuff too. There is some East Coast, but a lot of them are born in the South, so they grew up around country music, around hip hop as well. So I'm not gonna say they don't know hip hop music, but you would be surprised that the players would actually want country music as well.
Yeah. All right. Any closing thoughts on Kendrick? I'll give you the floor because we kind of steamrolled you there.
Yeah.
I mean, my closing thoughts is I think we're going to be in store for a great show. And I think for the people that are upset about Wayne, I'm sorry, but he's just not deserving of it.
All right. Sorry, before we close.
Okay.
One more thing. Do you really think,
and
I want you to be honest with me.
Yeah.
Kendrick alone can carry a halftime show?
100%.
Alone.
100%.
You don't think he needs features? You don't think he needs supporting artists? You don't think he needs like a Drake to compliment him on stage?
No.
Or some other artists?
No.
Like how Usher or Rihanna can carry that, or Prince or Michael Jackson can carry a performance all on their own? You think he's on a level where, like, with Prince and MJ and Usher to just carry a whole halftime performance?
I think so. And the reason why I say that is look at the Snoop and Dre when Kendrick came out. Just everyone else, 50 did his thing hanging upside down. I don't know why Eminem kneeled. Like, that was so pointless and stupid. He said he was, like, to me, it was just being extra. But anyways, M came out, Snoop and Dre did their thing. Dre was on the piano, on the boards. But when Kendrick came out and he had his dancers choreograph whatever little 2-minute set that they did, to me, that was the highlight.
I didn't even know he was there.
Oh my gosh.
I was surprised when you started to say
I didn't either. But see, it's a highlight to you because you're a Kendrick fan, though. Because like Jace and I didn't even know he was there either. Like,
you guys don't remember the performance?
I don't remember. I remember Drake and not Drake, Dre and Snoop Dogg, and I remember 50 coming down, hanging from the thing. That's what I remembered.
Damn.
Now that you say it, though, I remember that he was there, but to me, it wasn't a highlight. Like everything Jace is talking about, I remember more vividly. I remember now because you brought it up. But I'm thinking, oh my God, that 2 minutes was terrible. So now I'm gonna have to sit through like 30 minutes of that.
And that's the 2 minutes of songs he's gonna sing again with He's Not Like Us. So that's like another 3 more minutes. So he has a good 6 minutes of the halftime show.
He's got more than that.
Well, what did we say about Shannon Sharpe? He said he could give a good 3 minutes of the best 3 minutes of your life.
Oh, shit.
So Kendrick's saying, I can give you a good 3 minutes of your life. I'll give you Not Like Us. And then that's it. After that, you're on your own.
Is it even appropriate to play Not Like Us? Like, you're pretty much dissing a megastar on stage.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Like, how long are you going to live off of that, man?
Well, I will say this, though. I think, because basically in Not Like Us, they call Drake the P word. His team is probably going to make sure that Kendrick does not mention or reference specifically that, because now that's defamation of character, right? Especially if what he's saying is not true. We don't know, but let's just play that card if it's not true. I'm pretty sure Drake's legal team is probably going to send some cease and assist Kendrick's way to make sure that he doesn't touch anywhere near that on the Super Bowl stage. Because, I mean, you got 100+ million people watching.
And by time then, that song's going to be so annoying, to be honest.
I don't think Drake can do anything with that anyway. Like, I think he's stuck with that even if he doesn't like it, but it is what it is.
All right.
Love Kicks.